Hello YouTube. Welcome to another weekly haul video, and got a lot of new main lines this week and a few car culture and stuff. We'll go ahead and crack everything open. I think got this 1955 Porsche 550 Spider from the Matchbox Moving Parts. Really freaking awesome. Pedal to Metal did a casting spotlight on this. Showed a bunch of different brands, all of the same Porsche, which was really awesome to see. This is really heavy. Feels really well put together by Matchbox. Does have plastic tires. Pretty nice detail under the hood. I don't think I'm looking at an engine. I think the engine's right here. It's really mid-engine. Holy crap. Can't get much more mid-engine than that. That's transmission. Got shocks. Pretty good detail, especially for a Matchbox. I think these ones are only $2. I think the other ones are $3.50 or $4.50. The other moving parts with rubber tires on. I think the ones with the plastic, or maybe some come with rubber and some come with plastic. Maybe that's it. I have no idea how much that cost. But some come with rubber and some come with plastic, I think. But I definitely have to pick up this Gumball 3000 just because I love the Gumball 3000 scheme. People do crazy paint schemes on their cars for the Gumball races. So I'll probably continue to pick up any Gumball releases they release. Plus this is a Pagani Hyra. Looks really good. Does not have the other cars that are in this set. Oh, this is Hot Wheels Premium. So this is not a car culture, it's a premium. So it would have been released with this Gran Turismo. Or no, Gran Turismo must be a premium release too. Huh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's too hard to keep up. But anyways, that looks really awesome in the satin silver and the satin black. Gumball 3000 across the windshield banner. Some cool graphics. Full detail. Back really looks awesome. Nice looking car. I don't know why I started out with the premium. Usually I would have left them until last. They just happened to be right here, and there's only a small handful of them. They didn't have too many. Like, this is all they had, like, really. So got this Gran Turismo, the real driving simulator, Mazda 787B. Love the Mazda casting. This one does have the screwed up fin though. Wish they would redo this fin on this. They've released it 3 times, and every time the fin's screwed up. The first one I got, the fin was like perfect on. And even if you bend it and get the fin damn near perfect, over time it will slowly freaking twist again. Looks freaking awesome in the flat black though. Of course the back comes off. Not going to take, yeah. See what kind of detail they put under it. That's what you guys watch these videos for. No detail. They did not put any detail under it. Sculpted detail. It looked nice, all detailed and painted out. And for the whole fin thing, besides it just being a flimsy, like rubber, like they tried doing what Tarmax does, or Mini GT does with their mirrors, how they're soft rubber. It's like what they tried to do with this, so it wouldn't break, which I get it. But there's something wrong with your mold or something. You guys need to redo it. You can get it looking straight, and then it just slowly bends back over. In a couple days, if you look at it, it would be all bent back over. And this is one you're not going to want to take the hood off too often because the little tabs are painted. So by clipping it back down in, sooner or later you'll wear the paint off. Probably sooner than later. Very cool. Of course, you got the rubber tires and metal base. And the well, I guess these aren't car culture. They're Hot Wheels Premium. So, it must be like their entertainment ones or the premium, I think. Got the Porsche 962 without a rubber bent fin. A rubber fin, come on. I know if you would have made it plastic and kid would have dropped it, would have broke. And if it was metal, it would have been harder to make. And it probably still would break if you drop it. But you need to rethink your rubber compound up. Maybe make it a little bit more rigid or just make it hold the shape better. Come on, Hot Wheels. A lot of adults giving you guys a lot of money every year. Definitely a blemish on it there. Feels like part of the metal under it. Like it had a little imperfection before they painted it. It does have a racing livery on the top of it, if we can read that. Did it just say racing? I think it might just say racing on it. I think it does. That's what it says on the side, racing. I always love these style race cars. It takes me back to my childhood, both because Hot Wheels made race cars like this when I was a kid, which I loved, and they were fast down the track. They were heavy. They had metal bases like this, and they were fast down the track. But I remember them racing cars that look similar to these. I remember always seeing them races on growing up. Never see them anymore. I picked up a couple of these. Got the Lamborghini Aventador Coupe and the Palisa. And these are just some Hot Wheels Walmart exclusive, I think. The card art is different for each car. Looks like a 5-car set. Did not see the Camaro. Would have definitely picked the Camaro up if I find it. But I got the Dots and the Lamborghini. No Volkswagen either. Nah, the BMW was not there. But I got the only two they had. And it's cool that they use a regular Lamborghini casting. Because they have a Lamborghini casting that has headlights. It's actually a police Lamborghini casting. I do not collect it. It's probably the only Lamborghini casting from Hot Wheels I don't collect. I don't even think I own one. But it's a Lamborghini one with a light bar. I think Matchbox might do it too. So really cool to have this. Especially one without the light bar on it. Really awesome. A nice front detail. It looks good in the white and the green. And like I said, I got the Nissan Fairlady Z, or the 240Z, or the Z. If you guys watch WTFOR, he calls them a Z. Up there they call them Zs. They might even call it a 240Z. If you watch me, then I know you watch WTFFOR then. Really awesome though. Cool little car. A lot of companies make this. I think even TLV makes a variation of this. So it's actually a real police car, I guess, over there. And then we got the Corvette C7 Z06 in orange. Of course, I love the Corvette. Used to only love the Corvette in die-cast form. But lately, I'm really liking it in real life. I saw one C8 going down the road, probably about a month ago now. And I thought it was a Ferrari or something coming up on me. And he didn't blow by me or nothing. And it was a really sharp looking car. I absolutely loved this one when they came out with this too. The C7. Always been a big fan of the C7. The C7 ZR1 or Z06 or whatever. Like Street Speed. If any of you guys ever watched Street Speed, he has one badass Corvette. I never heard a car pop and everything when you drive it like his. And there's a lot of people Corvettes on YouTube that pop, and I just never really heard an American V8 do that, and it just sounds freaking awesome. You hear rotary engines and stuff like that make them popping sounds, but this is like a deep throaty pop from this, not like from a rotary engine. Just saying, American V8s, raw power. Even though there's probably 4 cylinders and 6 cylinders in other countries that can beat them. They can't sound as mean as them. So we got a Cruise Bruiser here. I do like the Cruise Bruiser casting. I like this one. I like the paint scheme on it. I'm a sucker for black. Like a pickaxe in the back. Well, this is a demolition car. That ain't something you want flying at back of your head. It does have a roll cage. Guess it's more like a gasser, but even then, maybe it's supposed to be an anchor. Instead of a parachute, he has an anchor he throws out the back window. Pretty cool looking car, though. I think I do have the super treasure hunt of this. Never did crack it open. I'm not sure if I do, but I think, for some reason, I think I do have it. I got a big tote of supers. I don't know if I ever went through it. They go way back. So, there aren't no doubles in it. Maybe if you guys want to see it, I'll show it sometime. Be part of the Unpacking the Diecast Insanity series. But we got this Porsche 914 Safari. It's a Porsche, even though it don't look like a Porsche. I almost didn't pick this up. It's new for 2020. Probably won't be a casting I collect. I do love Porsches, and it's hard for me not to collect Porsches. And that's another one. I love it in the die-cast form. But in real life, there's a lot of other vehicles I'd rather own than a Porsche. But if somebody's giving one away, I'm not going to refuse, right? And they did put the graphics on there for the gas tank and stuff up top. Got the spare tire in the back. Not a bad little Baja. It's kind of like a fantasy casting to me. If you look these up, you might find somebody who made a Baja Porsche like this, or maybe they're common in the rally world or something. I don't know. But I'm not really into that. We got a Mazda RX3 in green from the Nightburners, which the Nightburners is a series I used to always collect and try to complete. See how there's 8 out of 10 cars, but I just don't do that anymore. They started throwing fantasy castings in there. I always collected the Muscle Mania, but 2 years ago when they started putting fantasy castings in with their car releases, I quit. Even like the Nightburners or something, if it had like 1 or 2 like fantasy castings, I still would pick them up just so I would have the complete set. But they never put fantasy castings in with the muscle cars, and when they did, that just kind of turned me off to it. Just like the 5-car multi-pack, if they start putting fantasy cars in there with the muscle cars, I'm not going to buy it. Awesome green color. And the G-Ready racing livery. Just kind of odd to see it in green, but you know what? I love that green. Absolutely love it. I love this car too. Mazda RX3. Is this the first time it's been released in the main line? Doesn't say new tooling, but why don't I remember Mazda RX3? Sweet. I like it. Reminds me of the old Ford Escorts with the dual headlights, or like, I don't know, it looks like so many different cars all thrown into one. Like all them older little square race cars. The BMW M3s, and man, I really like this. Good job, Hot Wheels. You nailed it with this. I think this was released in the premium, and now it's coming out in the main lines with a plastic base. I think it came out in the car culture first. Correct me if I'm wrong, with a metal base. All right, we got a 2019 Mercedes-Benz A-Class. Awesome detail on this car. Awesome front detail. Got the Euro plate on there. Love the satin gray color. We got some rear detail coming up. Nice rear detail. Man, there's like 3 different colors on them lights, but wow, they did a good job on them brake lights. For a $1 car, I keep telling myself I'm not going to collect these things, because I could have got a couple nice green lights for what this freaking pile of Hot Wheels cost me. But you know what? I think there's 19 Hot Wheels here. If there was 20 Hot Wheels here for $1, that's $20. That's only like 3 green lights. They're $6-7 a piece. So yeah, that's like 3 green lights compared to 20 $1 cars. So when I first started collecting, I would have definitely went for the 20 $1 cars every single time. But you know what? I have so many cars in the collection right now. You start running out of room when you do that. Like my Hot Wheels, I would love to display them all, but I end up just storing them in storage totes and organizing them. It'd be awesome to have the wall space to be able to display them all, and these bikes will look awesome completely detailed out. Really like that sand color of this. Awesome. Them bikes have good, really good sculpted detail. piece of plastic hanging off it. Hot Wheels on the back quarter. Pretty cool. Nice detail on the front of that too. Got lensed headlights. Man, you could put headlights in this little thing. Champion DJK. Put some headlights in one of these. Next, we got a 2019 Audi R8 Spider. And it appears to have some nice front and rear detail. Don't care for these wheels anymore. These are pretty old Hot Wheels. Used to like them wheels, but I think they need to redo that. This car don't look that bad with a like factory paint scheme on it, but I've seen it with some other paint schemes. It just looked horrible. I thought, or maybe they redid it. I think they redid this tooling. There's one from like 2 years ago. It was like real ugly and horrible. It came out the same time Matchbox came out with theirs, and Matchbox was 100 times better. I thought I had the Matchbox out too, but guess I don't. You guys ever do that? Misplace your cars where you think you sat them down at? Next, we got a 99 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning, which they did a hell of a job with this one. That looks awesome. Yeah, they did a heck of a job with this. I know it's not to scale, but it looks good with the other Hot Wheels. Got plastic bed liner there. Nice rims, too. I really like these rims. Them rims and tires would have looked better on that. Tell me them rims and tires wouldn't look freaking sweet on that freaking car. On that Audi. Them are awesome rims and tires for a mainline. They're the way they should be. Got the holes going all the way through. They're recessed. They look really good. Don't look bad on this truck, but this truck will look better with truck rims, but nice front detail. Good job, Hot Wheels. Never even seen this one. Had no idea this was coming out. 57 Plymouth Fury in blue. 57 on it. But you know, don't know if you guys ever watched Drifter D, but I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Drifter D out there. And he complains about how it would have 57 on it. And I used to complain about it too, because Hot Wheels, they do that a lot, especially with their muscle cars. They put the year of the car on it all the time. And it's all right. I never minded it because I know what year that car is just by looking at it. But it gets old when they always do it. So when they do it with more than one release, like the Chevelle now, they've done it on like 4 or 5 different releases of it. And then you get a different color variation of each one. So now you end up with 10 releases of it that's telling you it's a 1970 Chevelle. That's saying 70 all over it. Just saying. I don't mind it, Hot Wheels, but, you know, maybe your mail-ins be worth a little bit more, too, if you didn't put Hot Wheels so big on it and stuff. If you made them look more like a factory car and made, like where it said Hot Wheels or the year or the number, make it look more like a decal. Like a sticker, like it's meant to be there, not something that's a billboard advertising. By doing that, you would really increase the value. I think it decreases the value to have on like a main line, like something like this. If this was a Toy Con and said Toy Con on the roof, to me that would lower the value. To me, I wouldn't be willing to pay nearly as much. Like, I'd have to find the Chevy Silverado that says a collector's convention on it. I'd have to find it for like $50 to buy it. The one I want are the ones that don't say that on it. So the one that I think they put it on the tailgate on one of the Silverados. That wouldn't have been too bad on the tailgate. And then next is a 64 Corvette Stingray in red. And this is going to have to be a 2-part video because I'm out of time. I think it only lets me record 27 or 32 minutes. My phone will keep recording, but it splits it into 2 videos. And then they won't let me download 2 videos like onto YouTube or anything. So it really just screws everything up. So, gonna have to end it there. There'll be a part 2. Crack these ones open. I did get this. Pretty awesome. Not sure if I'm going to crack this open. I don't think I'm going to crack any of these open. I haven't yet because I think they look good in the box. I think that's really most of the nostalgia of these, is them being in the box. I do love all 3 of them cars and would absolutely love to have all 3 of them loose. But I think all these stacked up or something, put somewhere where in a dust-free environment, I think that's the best way to store them and keep them. And it's definitely going to be the way they're valued the most. These cars individually, they're probably not going to sell for very much. You probably could buy one of these all split up for cheaper than what you can buy this for. Because people just, they're not charging a lot. I mean, a lot for the cars. Like, there's one car, besides the black ones, and that black set is freaking awesome. But go ahead and leave down in the comments which car was your favorite car today. Let me know what you guys have been finding. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one. And don't forget to